Introduction. Welcome to The Art of Not Speaking, an audiobook dedicated to exploring the power of silence, its impact on our lives, our interactions, and the world around us. The purpose of this book is to take a deep dive into the unspoken language that fills the spaces between words. This audiobook is an exploration of silence, not as absence but as presence, and will walk you through 8 significant chapters on this fascinating subject. Chapter 1. The Power of Silence. In the first chapter, we explore the inherent power of silence, breaking down stereotypes, misunderstandings, and appreciating the strength it contains. We explore how silence can be a source of comfort, how it plays a crucial role in introspection, reflection, and decision-making, and how it can function as an impactful tool in communication. Chapter 2. Silence in Communication. In the second chapter, we dive into the role of silence in communication, from its use in rhetoric to the importance of pauses in effective public speaking and conversations. Here, we will investigate the strategic use of silence in conversations, negotiations, and public speaking. Chapter 3. The Art of Active Listening. The third chapter is dedicated to active listening. By not speaking, we allow others to express themselves fully, fostering empathy, understanding, and deep connection. This chapter guides you on how to master the art of active listening and the profound impact it can have on your relationships. Chapter 4. The Spirituality of Silence. The fourth chapter takes us into the realm of spirituality. Here, we delve into the deep tradition of silence in spiritual and religious practices worldwide, exploring its role in meditation, mindfulness, and achieving inner peace. Chapter 5. Silence and Mental Health. In the fifth chapter, we discuss the connection between silence and mental health. We highlight the benefits of embracing silence in reducing stress, enhancing cognitive abilities, and promoting overall mental well-being. Chapter 6. The Sound of Silence. The sixth chapter gives voice to silence itself. Here we explore the concept of sounds of silence in various contexts, from the quietude of nature to the art of music, bringing you to a deeper appreciation of the nuances of silence. Chapter 7. Silence in Digital Age. The seventh chapter focuses on the role and importance of silence in the digital age. We discuss the necessity for digital detoxes, and the value of cultivating moments of quiet amidst the cacophony of constant connectivity. Chapter 8. Mastering the Art of Not Speaking. In the final chapter, we provide practical tips and exercises to help you master the art of not speaking. These strategies are designed to assist you in better incorporating periods of silence into your daily routine, improving communication, and enhancing your overall well-being. Chapter 1. The Power of Silence. Welcome to Chapter 1. The Power of Silence. Throughout this chapter, we'll debunk common stereotypes and misunderstandings about silence and shed light on the inherent power that silence can hold. When we think of silence, we often equate it with emptiness or nothingness, an absence of noise or words. Yet silence can be a space teeming with potential. In the gaps between words, between sounds, between actions, we find the room to reflect, to understand, to grow. Silence is not merely the absence of noise. It's a profound presence that can fill our lives with meaning. One aspect of the power of silence lies in its role as a refuge. In a world where we are continually bombarded with information, news, conversations, and obligations, silence can provide a much-needed respite. It allows us to step away from the constant hum of life, offering us a space for relaxation and introspection. Embracing moments of silence in our daily routine can significantly enhance our mental health, promoting peace, clarity, and mindfulness. But the power of silence extends far beyond its role as a personal refuge. In our interactions with others, silence can also play a pivotal role. There is an old saying, "Silence is golden." When it comes to communication, silence indeed can be invaluable. Rather than filling every moment with words, strategic silences can make our words more impactful, more memorable. In a negotiation, a well-placed pause can shift the dynamic, provide emphasis, and demonstrate confidence. It invites others to contemplate, engage, and respond. Silence can also function as a means of expressing respect and empathy. By not interrupting, by giving others the space to express their thoughts and feelings without rush, we show our respect for their ideas and their personhood. Silence, though often overlooked, can carry deep messages. It can signal agreement or dissent, comfort or awkwardness, tension or relaxation. A shared silence can build bonds, facilitate understanding, or express shared grief or joy. It is a language unto itself, one we are all capable of speaking if we only take the time to listen. Finally, silence is the birthplace of creativity. It is in silence that we can hear our inner voice, our intuition. It is where we can let our mind wander freely, generating new ideas, new solutions, and innovative thoughts. As we journey further into the art of not speaking, we will delve deeper into these aspects of silence, exploring its applications and learning to harness its power. Through understanding and applying the power of silence, we can cultivate a more peaceful mind, improve our relationships, become better communicators, and unlock our creative potential. Silence, it seems, is not merely golden but priceless. So let's learn to embrace it, appreciate it, and above all, understand its art. Chapter 2. Silence in Communication. Welcome to Chapter 2. Silence in Communication. Here, we'll delve deeper into the role of silence in our everyday interactions and learn how it can be employed strategically to enhance our communication skills. Communication is more than the words we speak. It includes our body language, our tone of voice, our facial expressions, and yes, our silence. Just as words can convey meaning, so can the absence of words. Silence can speak volumes, sometimes louder than any spoken phrase. Understanding this can change how we interact with others, turning every pause into a potent tool for communication. One of the primary roles of silence in communication is to add emphasis. By strategically pausing before or after an important point, we can highlight its significance. This allows the listener time to absorb the information, consider it, and respond thoughtfully. This technique is widely used in public speaking, where pauses can make a speech more dynamic and compelling. In everyday conversations, strategic silences can also be incredibly powerful. When we refrain from filling every pause with words, we provide space for others to contribute, fostering more balanced and meaningful interactions. This type of silence shows respect for others' voices and ideas, subtly encouraging them to share their perspectives. Silence also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution and negotiation. In heated exchanges, a deliberate pause can de-escalate the situation, providing a moment for all parties to calm down and think clearly. In negotiations, silence can be an effective strategy, prompting the other party to fill the void, often revealing more information or conceding points they might not have otherwise. But silence is not just about strategy, it's also about empathy. In communication, silence can express understanding, respect, and shared emotions. Sometimes, when words fail, silence can offer solace. When someone shares a painful experience, for instance, silence can be a powerful way of saying, "I'm here for you." However, the power of silence in communication also comes with a responsibility. Misused, silence can cause misunderstanding, create distance, or signal disapproval. To wield it effectively, we must be attuned to the nuances of the situation, the cultural context, and the individuals involved. In conclusion, silence is a versatile tool in our communicative toolkit. When used with thought and intention, it can enhance our interactions, improve our relationships, and even aid us in our professional endeavors. Through a better understanding of the role of silence in communication, we can transform the unspoken into a language of empathy, respect, and understanding. And that, indeed, is a powerful skill. In the next chapter, we will further explore this concept, focusing specifically on the art of active listening. Chapter 3. The Art of Active Listening. Welcome to Chapter 3. The Art of Active Listening. In this chapter, we dive into the concept of active listening and how silence is its crucial component. By practicing the art of active listening, we create a meaningful connection with others, allowing us to better understand their perspectives and needs. Active listening is a communication technique that requires the listener to fully concentrate, understand, respond, and then remember what is being said. It's not just about hearing the words spoken by another person. It's about understanding the complete message being sent, both verbally and non-verbally. Silence plays an integral role in active listening. When we allow silence into our conversations, we offer the speaker the opportunity to express themselves fully without fear of interruption. This act can convey respect and empathy, making the speaker feel valued and heard. Silence allows us to absorb and process the speaker's words, providing us the chance to understand their message truly. Here are some techniques to enhance your active listening skills. 1. Pay full attention. When someone is speaking, give them your undivided attention. Avoid distractions, make eye contact, and show that you are genuinely interested in what they are saying. This nonverbal communication can set a comfortable environment for a fruitful conversation. 2. Use silence effectively. Don't rush to respond. Allow the speaker to finish their thoughts completely, even if it means enduring a moment of silence. 3. Reflect and clarify. After the speaker finishes, take a moment to reflect on what was said. If something is unclear, ask clarifying questions. This shows that you are engaged and interested in understanding their perspective. 4. Provide nonverbal feedback. Nods, smiles, and other forms of nonverbal feedback can indicate that you're actively engaged in the conversation. However, it's essential to ensure these reactions are genuine and appropriate. 5. Summarize and affirm. Once the speaker has finished, it's beneficial to summarize key points to ensure you've understood correctly. It is also crucial to validate the speaker's feelings or perspectives, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. By practicing the art of active listening, we foster deeper connections with others, improve our understanding, and create more meaningful interactions. Remember, the best listeners are not those waiting for their turn to speak, but those who embrace the silence, respect it, and use it to understand others better. As we journey further into the art of not speaking, we'll discover more about the powerful role of silence in our lives. In the next chapter, we will delve into the spiritual aspect of silence. Welcome to Chapter 4, The Spirituality of Silence. Here we delve into the realm of spirituality, exploring the deep traditions of silence found in many spiritual and religious practices worldwide, and understanding its significance in cultivating inner peace and spiritual growth. Throughout history and across cultures, silence has been integral to spiritual practices. Monastic traditions, meditation practices, and spiritual retreats all incorporate periods of silence to deepen spiritual connection and promote introspection. In many religions, silence is seen as a way to commune with the divine, as a path to transcend the mundane and enter a state of spiritual awareness. It's seen as a way of emptying the mind of the incessant chatter and making room for divine inspiration or enlightenment. In Buddhism, silence is an essential aspect of meditation and mindfulness. Practitioners are encouraged to quiet the mind and focus on the present moment. This practice is not merely about quieting external noise, but silencing internal chatter. It helps one to cultivate a calm and focused mind, conducive to personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. Christian monastic traditions, such as those of the Trappists, also hold silence in high regard. They view silence as a way to get closer to God, a medium for prayer and contemplation. In these communities, periods of silence are built into daily routines, fostering an environment conducive to spiritual growth. In Hindu philosophy, muna, or the practice of silence, is considered an essential discipline. It's believed to conserve energy, control speech, and facilitate a state of peace and realization of the self. Even in non-religious contexts, silence is associated with spiritual experiences. It's often in moments of silence that people report feeling most connected with themselves, with nature, or with the universe. Whether it's the quiet of a sunrise, the calm of a forest, or the stillness of the night, silence can foster a deep sense of wonder and connection. But how does one tap into the spirituality of silence? It begins with setting aside time each day for silence. This could be a formal meditation practice, or simply a few quiet moments in the morning or evening. Gradually, one can learn to carry the silence within, amidst the noise and chaos of everyday life. Through the power of silence, we can cultivate inner peace, enhance self-awareness, and foster a deeper connection with the world around us. It enables us to slow down, to reflect, to introspect, to tune into the profound wisdom that resides within. As we continue to explore the art of not speaking, let's cherish the silence and the deep spiritual resonance it carries. In the next chapter, we will delve into the relationship between silence and mental health. Chapter 5: Silence and Mental Health. Here, we explore the profound impact silence can have on our mental health, offering insights into its benefits and providing practical advice on integrating it into our lives for optimal well-being. Silence can be an effective tool for stress management. In a world filled with constant noise, from the hum of traffic to the persistent pings of our digital devices, silence offers a refuge. It provides us with a space to disconnect from the external chaos, to relax and rejuvenate. Even a few minutes of silence each day can help reduce stress and promote mental well-being. Silence also plays a vital role in enhancing focus and creativity. A mind free from noise and distractions can concentrate better and think more clearly. Many renowned scientists, writers, and artists have valued silence for its ability to nurture creativity and innovation. By giving the brain a break from the constant stimulation, we allow it to generate new ideas, find unique solutions, and make meaningful connections. Moreover, silence aids in self-reflection and introspection. It gives us the space to explore our thoughts, understand our emotions, and engage with our inner selves. This self-awareness is critical for personal growth, self-esteem, and mental health. Research has also shown that silence can have tangible physiological benefits. A 2013 study published in the journal Brain, Structure, and Function found that 2 hours of silence per day prompted cell development in the hippocampus, the brain region related to memory and emotion. This suggests that silence can be beneficial for brain health and could potentially play a role in preventing cognitive and emotional disorders. To harness these benefits, it's important to make silence a part of our daily routine. This could mean dedicating a few minutes each day to sit quietly, taking a peaceful walk in nature, practicing mindfulness or meditation, or simply turning off electronic devices for a set period each day. However, it's crucial to remember that the silence we're speaking of is not the silence of loneliness or isolation, but a chosen, nurturing silence that promotes well-being and mental health. Silence, it seems, is more than just golden. It's a vital ingredient for a healthy mind, a fertile ground for creativity, and a sanctuary for the self. As we move forward, let's value the silence and use it as a tool for better mental health. Up next, we will explore how silence can resonate in sound, in music, and in nature in Chapter 6, The Sound of Silence. Chapter 6, The Sound of Silence. Here, we unravel the profound relationship between silence, sound, and music, and explore how silence resonates in nature. We will understand how the juxtaposition of silence and sound creates a unique harmony, essential for both aesthetic and therapeutic purposes. In the realm of music, silence is often as important as sound. It is the pause between the notes that gives music its rhythm and tempo. It accentuates the sounds, allowing each note to stand out, to breathe. This principle, known in music theory as rest, adds dynamics and depth to the musical composition, illustrating that silence is not just the absence of sound, but a sound in itself. The famous composer Mozart once said, "The music is not in the notes, but in the silence between them." This quote encapsulates the essence of music's relationship with silence. Just as a painter uses a blank canvas to create art, a musician uses silence to create music. This principle extends beyond music to all sound. The quiet between words in a conversation, the stillness of the night broken by the occasional cricket chirp, the ebb and flow of waves lapping on the shore. All these experiences demonstrate how silence and sound intertwine to create an auditory experience that is richer and more meaningful. In nature, silence is also instrumental. The tranquility of a forest, the quiet of a desert, the calm of a snow-covered landscape. These silences are not empty but full of subtle, often overlooked sounds. Rustling leaves, a distant bird call, the crunch of snow underfoot. These sounds stand out against the backdrop of silence, connecting us deeply with our natural surroundings. Interestingly, both music and nature sounds have been found to have therapeutic effects, helping to reduce stress, promote relaxation, and enhance well-being. Silence, it seems, is the canvas upon which these healing sounds are painted. But how do we tap into the sound of silence? By slowing down, paying attention, and actively listening. Whether it's through music, nature, or simply the quiet moments in our daily lives, we can learn to appreciate the rich tapestry of sounds and silences that surround us. The sound of silence, then, is not an oxymoron, but a profound truth. A reminder that silence is not merely the absence of sound, but an integral part of our auditory experience. As we continue our journey in the art of not speaking, let's cherish the symphony of silence and sound that underscores our lives. In the next chapter, we'll explore silence as a societal and cultural phenomenon in Chapter 7, Silence in Society. Chapter 7, Silence in Society. In this chapter, we delve into the societal and cultural aspects of silence, understanding how different societies perceive silence, how it's used and valued, and the profound impact it can have on social dynamics and relationships. Societal norms and values shape our understanding and use of silence. In some cultures, silence is revered, signifying respect, wisdom, and introspection. In others, it's often misunderstood, perceived as a sign of disinterest or aloofness. In many Eastern cultures, for instance, silence is a part of social etiquette. It's seen as a sign of respect and contemplation. The Japanese concept of ma refers to the silence or space between sounds, viewing it as an entity in itself. The silence allows for an understanding to form without the use of words, fostering harmony and balance in social interactions. Similarly, the Nordic concept of jante-law places value on modesty and respect for communal harmony, often leading to a culture of quiet introspection. Conversely, in many Western societies, silence can be uncomfortable and is often avoided. These societies value open communication and assertiveness, so periods of silence can be interpreted as awkward or a sign of disengagement. In all societies, silence can be powerful. Used effectively, it can promote mutual understanding, demonstrate respect, and maintain peace. Used improperly, it can create distance, perpetuate injustice, or signal disapproval. At an individual level, we can harness the power of silence in our societal interactions. By giving others the space to speak, we foster an environment of respect and openness. By choosing to remain silent, we can reflect on our thoughts before sharing, ensuring our words have the impact we intend. By listening actively, we can create stronger, more authentic relationships. However, silence shouldn't be used to avoid difficult conversations or hide the truth. This type of silence can be detrimental, maintaining the status quo and preventing progress. In conclusion, silence, just like speech, is a crucial part of our social interactions. By understanding the cultural and societal nuances of silence, we can navigate our social worlds more effectively, building stronger, more meaningful relationships. As we move towards the final chapter, we will delve deeper into the personal journey of embracing silence. Join us in Chapter 8, Embracing Silence in a Noisy World. Welcome to the final chapter of our journey. Chapter 8, Embracing Silence in a Noisy World. In this concluding chapter, we reflect on the lessons learned throughout this audiobook and provide practical guidance on cultivating silence in our everyday lives. Our modern world is characterized by noise and constant stimulation. From our digital devices to bustling cities, silence seems rare and elusive. However, as we've explored in this audiobook, silence carries profound significance. It's not just the absence of sound, it's a space for reflection, a sign of respect, a catalyst for creativity, and a medium for spiritual and personal growth. To embrace silence in this noisy world, we must first redefine our relationship with silence. It's essential to understand silence as a friend, a teacher, and a companion, rather than an awkward void to fill. Next, we need to create silence spaces in our daily routines. This might involve starting the day with a few minutes of quiet reflection, taking a silent walk in nature, or incorporating silent meditation into our routines. These small steps can help us appreciate the restorative power of silence and integrate it into our daily lives. Also, it's crucial to practice active listening, where silence is a significant component. By fully focusing on the speaker without interrupting, we cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections with others. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, we must carry the silence within us. Inner silence allows us to remain calm and centered amidst external chaos. By cultivating inner silence, we learn to respond rather than react, leading to more mindful and meaningful interactions. Conclusion. As we conclude our journey through The Art of Not Speaking, let's reflect on the lessons learned. Silence, far from being empty or void, is full of potential. It has the power to nurture our creativity, foster our relationships, enhance our mental health, and deepen our spiritual connection. The value of silence lies not only in its absence but in its presence, a subtle, profound presence that permeates every aspect of our lives. By understanding and embracing this, we can transform our relationship with silence, learning to appreciate its subtle power and profound beauty. As we navigate through the noise and chaos of our modern world, let's cherish the silence. Let's embrace the art of not speaking, understanding that sometimes the most meaningful conversations are the ones where nothing is said, yet everything is understood. Let's allow silence to guide us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, towards a place of tranquility, wisdom, and profound insight. As Lao Tzu wisely stated, silence is a source of great strength. Let's harness this strength, nurturing our journey towards a more mindful, meaningful, and peaceful existence. Thank you for joining me on this journey through The Art of Not Speaking. I hope it has provided a valuable exploration into the profound world of silence and the rich tapestry it weaves into our lives.